Hello and welcome to Philosophy 120, Critical Reasoning at Cal State University Dominguez Hills. I'm Katie Borkman, your instructor this semester, and I'm enthusiastically looking forward to getting our class up and running this Monday. I want to point out just a few things with respect to navigation, and it won't take too long, but I should tell you that if you're already somewhat familiar with the way in which Blackboard functions, you probably can skip through some of what I have to say here. Off to the left we have the navigation pane, and it is from this area of your course that you can access all of the content. We are at the announcements section, and the default opening for the Blackboard portal for this course is announcements. If you go to the home section, you'll find things that are more relevant to the Cal State University Dominguez Hills online portal. There'll be information there periodically posted throughout the semester. And I should mention too that I will be posting information in the announcements section at least once a week or so, and I highly recommend that you get out and check the course just to see what's going on, and hopefully I will be providing you with some tips on how to study critical reasoning, and I'll also link to various items that are relevant to our course that are actually happening in our world around us. The required book for the course, which you should be able to get a hold of from the bookstore, is Think, the 3rd edition. I believe that the publisher is into the 4th or 5th edition right now. I have looked at the 4th edition, and if that's the only one available to you, it will work in this course. On to the syllabus. You may want to get in, take a look at the syllabus, download it. You don't necessarily have to do that, but it might be a good idea to have it by your side. It contains important information about student achievement, plagiarism, and also other relevant information that may help you get through the course throughout the semester. The course schedule is actually in Blackboard itself, and I'll be showing you how that functions in just a moment. If you want to learn a little bit more about me, and certainly get my contact information, you can click on the faculty link here. You can get a hold of me probably pretty much just about 24/7. I do actually take some time out to sleep. But I tend to respond to emails within about 2 hours of posting. And certainly during this first week, I'm going to make myself as available as I can to answer any of your questions. One extremely important aspect of the course is the discussion board. And your first assignment, technically speaking, is due Monday. But all other assignments that are based upon the reading material and the presentations in the course will be due on Monday evening. Now, I want you to take a good look at what the requirements for a netiquette might be, and I have it posted at various places in the course. But when you, in fact, take a look at what you're supposed to do in a way of responding to the postings, make sure that you respond to at least a couple of other students. And then you will get a full amount of credit for doing so. I tend to leave the discussion boards to you, but I do want to insert a caution. This course is a college course, and you are expected to reflect some degree of respect and collegiality to your fellow students. It is not a political platform. I do look at the discussion boards all the time, and I want to make absolutely sure that you are treating them with respect and attempting to the utmost degree possible to answer the post on a weekly basis. If you haven't got your book already, you can go over here to the Follett Discover website, open it up, and that should take you to the student login for the university bookstore. There should be quite a few used copies on the shelves, so I don't think you're going to have too much difficulty acquiring a textbook. But as I said, if you do, make sure you try for the 3rd edition. The 4th edition will work. How to write a paper, very important. This is not something you're going to have to worry about until the very end of the course, but don't let it get away from you. It's easy to kind of put it on a back burner and forget it. I do have some links here, not only with respect to how to write a philosophy paper based on what you've learned from critical thinking, but also some suggested topics. You are not restricted to those topics, but you might want to start there. Perhaps it's overkill, but I also put up a paper rubric, in addition to my own narrated materials, some advice on how to write papers, and some other narrated presentations that are up on YouTube that may help you understand how it is to develop and also to analyze an argument. Critical thinking is about analyzing claims, beliefs, opinions, and we have a kind of a semi-formal way of doing that. One thing, of course, we want to look at when we're talking about philosophy papers or looking at somebody else's claims is that we want to see whether or not they're avoiding fallacies. And we'll be learning a lot about fallacies and also about more structured argument formation as the semester progresses. When you go back to the navigation pane, it is here that you're going to be able to access the weekly modules for the course. So if you click on week 1, you will see the material that's related to your reading of chapter 1 in your assigned textbook. And you'll also see a due date. Once you master this structure, you will see it replicated throughout the rest of the semester. So you'll be, I hope, completely familiarized with how the course is going to flow once you've gotten through the first week of assignments. I would recommend that you look at the introductory presentations, which are narrated videos that I put up. I'm always trying to improve the course, so I am in a process of fixing some of these, but hopefully it'll be of some value to you. Take a very quick look at the chapter objectives. It'll tell you what's really important and what you should be focusing on as you go through each chapter of the text. Chapter overview is kind of more of the same. Each week you have a PowerPoint presentation that you can scroll through, and it will focus on the terminology that is really quite appropriate to a study of critical thinking and reasoning. Each week you'll have a multiple choice quiz and also a written assignment. All you need to do is click on the multiple choice quiz and try to accomplish what you need to do by the deadline date. Same with the written. Now with regard to written assignments, I put up on the first module here rubrics. Now that's something you shoot for. What I'm really looking at when we're talking about written assignments is a paragraph or so in which you really make an effort to try to answer the questions that are posted there. And the first one shouldn't be too difficult. It is based upon your book, and it asks you things such as, what are the characteristics of a skilled critical thinker? Now, when you're answering something like that, you want to put in your own 2 cents on that as well. What do you think, aside from what the book says? So about a paragraph is good, and take a look at that rubric, and you'll get an idea as to how it is I try to grade these. I'm not a terribly harsh grader when it comes to written assignments. I just want to see that you're making an effort to try to respond as genuinely as you can to the subject matter that we actually are discussing. Anyway, in order to submit an assignment, what you do is click on the hyperlink, and you can either submit a document in the form of, let's say, a Word document, or you can actually type it right into the box. Now, either way, it's up to you, but if you lose your connection right in the middle of doing some work in that fashion, you might have to go back and redo it. Hopefully that will not happen to you. The rest of the course is pretty much just like this. You have a spring break, something to look forward to, coming up after the midterm. But I think that you'll find all the dates are accurate at this point in time. But we all make mistakes. So if you find some kind of inconsistency, please do let me know and I'll fix it as quickly as possible. There is a calendar associated with the course, which if you log in as yourself, you should be able to see the dates and assignments that way as well. So there's all sorts of ways to keep track of when things are due. Before we leave, I don't want to forget to mention that there is a virtual office. I know that many of you are probably by now accustomed to Zoom. I didn't link up to Zoom in this particular course. There is a built-in platform called Blackboard Ultra. It's very easy to set up. And what I try to do as the semester continues is once a week on Saturday in the morning, usually about 9 o'clock, and I'll advertise this. I'll be there in real time for synchronous communication with you as a kind of an office hour. But it is not mandatory, it is optional. So it's not like you're going to lose any points for not showing up. I understand that all of you are very busy, and let's face it, it has been a real hectic year. So I'll announce when I'm on. If you'd like to have a chat about some topic related to our course in real time, I'll be right there for you. So I think that's about it. And just remember to pay attention to some of the dates. As I said, the paper isn't due for a long time. And you shouldn't, however, forget about it. I would recommend that right after spring break, you start thinking about a topic. And let me know if you have a topic that you really like to discuss and you're going to be utilizing the critical thinking methodology we're offering in this course. Let me know. We can discuss it. I wish you the best semester. I know that we've all been placed under a significant amount of stress with the pandemic and other things that have been going on. And if there's anything that is perplexing you, there are many opportunities we have at the university to help you. And I probably would be your first point of contact. So do let me know if there is some concern that you need to express. Probably the best way to start out is via email, however. Thank you for joining me this semester. I know that we're going to have a pretty good time together. And I look forward to getting acquainted with you this coming Monday. Bye for now.